It's Sunday the 2nd of September. I'm back at Tottenham's new stadium site just to see what's new and what's different and see what the builders have been up to in the past 7 days. I'm going to walk around the stadium now. So it's Sunday morning and they are working on the ticket office at the moment. I say ticket office, this will also be another club shop. Situated right next door to Lily White House, which of course is Tottenham's head office. So you can see a lot of framework has gone in this week. So this is the view down the high road. And I'm now standing outside the Bricklayers Arms. Now a lot of work is going on here at the moment, so I can't actually get access up to Lily White House at the moment. But if you can see the link bridge there, I can confirm there are 100 glass panels in that link bridge, which from here looks pretty complete. So as I'm filming this, it is around 8:45 on a Sunday morning. So work has continued this week on the metal framework on the west stand. So I set everybody a challenge last weekend. How many glass panels are there at this stadium? So I can reveal that there are 2,505 glass panels around this stadium. 2,505. So you can see from this angle there are a lot of glass panels inside the stadium as well. This is inside the reception area of the West Stand. And there's quite a few more to go in. So a couple of weeks ago I was standing here watching them pour the concrete outside. And more metal framework on this side as well. So I've just noticed this sign. It does seem very quiet again today. I must admit the last couple of visits have been very, very quiet. But in these videos it does show that work has progressed and things are moving along. It's just pretty obvious that a lot of the work is being carried out midweek, or throughout the week should I say. So here is the club shop. So you can see the paving that they've done here outside the shop. So this is the fantastic view of the entrance to the West Stand. Now with this view here you can really get an idea of how big the Tottenham shop is and the Tottenham experience. Warmington House. So a new staircase has gone in. This is at Warmington House. You can notice as well all of these barriers have gone in. So you always see people down here taking photos of this glorious new stadium. What a view! So I'm now in Park Lane, having a look at the South Stand. So there are still 5 cranes here on site. So a big difference here this week. A lot of these grey panels have gone in at the top of the stand. So a roadway has gone in here now for access to the east stand. So I'm now at the east stand. So I'm round the east stand of the new stadium. I've got Spurs fan Barnaby with me. Barnaby, what are you up to at the moment?
Well, some of you guys might remember me from Spurred On. I used to present and produce that. I've now got an Instagram account called Spurverts, @Spurverts. Check me out there. But obviously, the king, I'm with the king, Chris Cowlin, the king of keeping us up to date with the stadium. So I'm really proud and delighted to have been invited to check out the stadium with him this morning.
Barnaby, you've never been round to this east stand side. What do you make of the stadium overall?
I've driven as close as I could to the east stand maybe about 3 months ago, and I've walked around the west stand and obviously the most incredible south stand a few times in the last month or so. But this is, like you said, the closest I've been to the east stand. I have to say I'm amazed by how much work they've managed to get done, how close they are to finishing, it seems. Chris and I were just discussing it. A lot of what's not done at the moment seems to be absolutely external. When you see all of the shots and the videos from when the guys went in there a couple of weeks ago for the kind of mini test thing, it's incredible how on the inside it's so close to being finished. And I can totally understand why I think the club felt and the company building the stadium, Mace, felt that they would be able to get in there for the Liverpool game. It just seems so close, and just to look at on an aesthetic level, I think it's the most beautiful, most technologically advanced, cleverest stadium that the Premier League is going to have. Possibly Europe. I know the Atletico Madrid stadium, which was opened a couple of seasons ago, or last season I think actually, is similarly beautiful. But in terms of what, you know, I remember reading that Levy went all around the world looking at some of the biggest and best stadiums in the world, and he picked design features from each. You know, obviously the Westfalenstadion in Dortmund, which you and I have both been to, the yellow wall there is going to be the white wall here, incredible, and just lots of different components that make this, I think, just beautiful inside and out. And just before I finish, I've seen a few threads from opposition fans, and they're saying this is going to be an incredible stadium. Everton especially, this is the kind of stadium we need to be building. We need to be building our stadium because they've got a new one coming on the docks, and we need to be building something with the fans in mind, that puts the fans first. And I feel genuinely, I know Levy gets a lot of stick, but I feel genuinely like he's put the fans high, top, if not very high, in the list of important things when it comes to this stadium, along with, of course, being able to make a lot of money from it too.
Absolutely, and it's not just Spurs fans that are very excited about visiting here, it is every fan in the land. So Barnaby, thank you very much.
No problem.
So the good news is, the last few weeks I actually showed you a lot of boxes of seats which were here, and they are now gone. They have been installed. So I'm now going down Worcester Avenue to have a closer look at the east stand and the north stand. So you can just about see into the stadium bowl here. So I'm with Spurs fan Leighton outside the east stand at the new stadium. Leighton, tell us about the disabled access around this new stadium. How impressed are you by it, and how did it compare to White Hart Lane?
Well, I'm impressed with the new stadium for a start. It's going to have more wheelchair seating. It's going to have wheelchair seating every level, which is going to be fantastic. Compared to the old White Hart Lane, where I used to sit was usually Park Lane, and I was normally pitch side right behind the goal.
Yeah.
And what I like about this, I'm actually going to be right within the crowd, and I like the atmosphere.
Now, what really impressed you about this ground?
Just the amount of fans we're going to have here.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere, because it's going to be the biggest ground in London. Also, it's going to be easy for every fan to get to as compared to Wembley. Mm-hmm. If you live in local, I can actually push it rather than having to get a train to Wembley.
Have you noticed everything about the disabled access for this stadium a lot better?
I haven't been in the new stadium, but from what I've read up and what I've heard, it's going to be incredible. It's going to make disabled people like myself more part of the crowd.
Yeah, excellent. Favourite memories from White Hart Lane for you?
Famous memory from White Hart Lane, Wigan 9-1.
And what's your prediction for today's game?
3-0 Spurs, Kane hat-trick.
Come on, you Spurs. So you can see all the way through now to Park Lane. So it's very clear on this side. So I've just been told by a number of local residents that last night there was a delivery of carpet. Lots of carpet going in yesterday. And over the last couple of weeks, lots of furniture delivered to the stadium. So all of the interior at the moment is being kitted out. So it's still all happening. We just cannot wait to get inside. So I'm now back on the high road, and I'm just going to have a look at White Hart Lane. Lots of people have messaged me over the last couple of weeks saying, can you show us White Hart Lane? So here it is. So a lot of changes to the paving here. So just going to have a quick look at White Hart Lane station as well. That's very interesting, that sign, because that might end up being the name of this station. And this is the latest. This is the view of the new stadium from the platform. So these are all blocks here, all ready to be installed. So these are new signs that have gone up. Opening summer 2019. So here is a little bit more information about what's happening here at the station. Well, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm now off to Vicarage Road to watch Spurs play Watford. Come on, you Spurs.